For today's good question, we're asking, how do utility crews prioritize their restoration efforts when there are multiple outages? Kentucky Utilities says their #1 priority is safety. They first identify dangerous conditions like downed power lines or broken equipment and keep people away while they make repairs. Then they go to critical services like hospitals, fire and police stations, airports, and nursing homes. Next, they may reroute power around impacted areas to restore service for some customers. And after that, they start the repairs to the equipment that powers neighborhoods and commercial areas like transmission lines and substations, basically anything that restores the most power possible. Then, crews make repairs to individual power lines and service lines that feed directly to customers' individual homes and businesses. If you have a good question, you can email goodquestion@wkyt.com. I'll see you on WKYT Mornings.